book lovers, it is G-Swizz here, and I'm here today with the Rip It or Ship It book tag. This tag was created by Emma Books, and I was tagged by the Rainy Reader. Thank you guys so much for making this tag and tagging me, and I will link both their videos in the description so you can check them out. I wanted to do this book tag before I started BookTube. Like, this was one of the main videos I wanted to do. Like, I always put it off, and I wasn't too sure when to do it, but I was finally tagged, so it's a sign that I should finally get onto it. For the people that don't know the concept of Rip It or Ship It, pretty much you get a cup, a jar, whatever floats your boat, bro, and you pick out two names, and you have to decide whether you ship it, meaning that you could see them in a relationship, or you rip it, meaning that you don't see them in a relationship. You put a bunch of names in this jar. I think that this video might go long because I kind of want to use all these names. I had a lot in here, and I need to get through them, so yeah, I'm gonna get started. Round one. I should probably mix them up because they're kind of all paired together at the moment. I have the Darkling, and I have Jace. Oh my gosh, wow, what a great start to this. Guys, I don't know, should I ship that or not? I mean, Jace is kind of sarcastic and witty, and the Darkling is kind of like an anti-hero. It's like shipping Magnus and Alec together, except the Darkling is more morally gray. I think that their characteristics complement each other very well, so I'm actually going to ship this. Guys, this is so weird! Guys, we've already entered the weird side of Rip It or Ship It. How crazy is that? In round number 2, we have Aelin, Ash River Galathinius from the Throne of Glass series, and we have Winter from the Lunar Chronicles by Marissa Meyer. I'm gonna have to rip this, I'm sorry. I know that Aelin has a soft spot for people like Alid, who I kind of see like Winter in a way, but personally, I don't think she would have the patience to be in a relationship with them, so I'm actually gonna rip this one. I'm sorry. Round number 3, who are we going to pick? I have Queen Lavanna, and I have Will Herondale. I can't do this to Will. I don't give a crap about Queen Lavanna and how she feels about Will Herondale. She'd probably get annoyed and ticked off by him anyway. And like, he's not royalty, so like, why would she want to manipulate him anyway? So, that happened. There are some weird ships happening up in here. I have Rowan from Throne of Glass, and I have Leo Valadez. Rowan would get so ticked off at like Leo's banter. I think Leo would be really funny with him, but nah, like, this is a never rip. I can't ship them too. I can't do that to my baby Leo too, because Rowan's kind of controlling in some way, and it's very weird. I have Warner from the Shadow Me series, and I have Annabeth from Percy Jackson and the Olympian series. Oh, okay, I don't ship that. I'm sorry. I don't think that the tactic, the way that Warner won over Juliet, would actually work with Annabeth. I'm not too sure how Warner would actually do with Annabeth, so like, I'm very unsure about this one. I don't even know if they'd be friends, to be honest. I'm gonna rip it. Dang it, guys, I've only had one ship so far. You need to step up your game. Okay, I have Aedion from the Throne of Glass series, and I have Juliet from Shatter Me. Wow. I have to think about their dynamic with each other first. I mean, I know that I ship Aedion with Lysandra and stuff, but I think it might work, you know? I think that they'd be very cute together. I don't know, because I don't know if, like, her touch can possibly kill him. See, but then that's hard. Like, why would I put her name in a jar if I can't ship her with anybody else? You know what? I'm just gonna ship it. I just don't know why, but I think that they would go together very well, and I really love Aedion, and I feel like as much as he can, like, you know, have his banter and, like, you know, be annoying, he's also pretty protective, and he's pretty loyal as well, and so is Juliet, and so I feel like I'm gonna ship this. I keep on picking out too many names. I need to put one down. Okay, here we go. I have Manon Blackbeak from the Throne of Glass series, and I have Tessa from the Infernal Devices. I'm sorry, but I'm going to have to rip this. I feel like Manon would find Tessa to be annoying. Like, I know, oh my gosh, they're both, one is a witch and one is a warlock. Nah, I still don't think it would work out. I have Tamlin from A Court of Thorns and Roses, and I have Lorcan from Throne of Glass. I'm starting to love Lorcan. I know that, like, some of his moves can be idiotic, but I don't think that I would ship him and Tamlin together because I feel like he does have a redemption arc. I don't think Tamlin does. Oh boy, such classic ships. I haven't even really gotten to the Marvel ones yet. Probably this next round I might. Okay, I have Rhysand from A Court of Thorns and Roses, and I have Uriah from Divergent. Oh my gosh, guys. Guys, I think I'm gonna ship it for the sake of the banter, because there'd be some great banter between them two. I love that. I think I can ship this. I can really get on board with this ship. So I have Cinder, and I have Voldemort. I can't do that. Next I have Percy Jackson from the Percy Jackson and the Olympian series, and I have Lysandra from the Throne of Glass series. I personally think that Lysandra could actually fit in very well with the demigod world. She's a shapeshifter. I kind of see this working. She's very friendly, she can get very feisty sometimes. I feel like because Percy can stand Annabeth, I think that he can stand Lysandra, and I think Lysandra can stand Percy because she's already with Aedeon. So, I actually ship this. I'm gonna ship this. Let's see who we're gonna get next. I have Harry Potter from Harry Potter, and I have Hawkeye from the Avengers. Oh, Harry would just be so annoying to Hawkeye, and Hawkeye would just like roast him all the time. I don't know if I ship that or not. Nah, I'm not gonna do that to Hawkeye. And besides, Hawkeye's like a middle-aged man, and Harry's kind of like a teenager, so no. Next, I have Ron from Harry Potter, and Hermione from Harry Potter! Guys, I ship this! I'm sorry to all you Hermione shippers or Harry and Hermione shippers, but Ron and Hermione are my ship. Next, we have Newt Scamander from Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them, and Cress from the Lunar Chronicles. I'm gonna ship this. They would be so cute together, guys. Like, oh my goodness. Newt is a Hufflepuff. He's so loyal. And Cress, he's so like shy and reserved, but she kicks butt, and I really feel like they would actually do well with each other. Oh my gosh, guys. I'm getting chills. I want somebody to make fanfiction of this because this is so cute. Next, I have Dorian from the Throne of Glass series, and Bucky Barnes. Bucky Barnes is from the Captain America comics. I think I ship this. You know why? Because they both have gone through really traumatizing things. Like, Dorian has seen so many horrible things, and the fact that Bucky had to go through the same thing as well, I feel like they can really understand each other very well. Yeah, I think I can ship this. Bucky could use at least a companion like Dorian, so yeah, I ship this. I keep on picking out too many names. The problem with having like very small paper. Next, I have Christina from the Divergent series, and I have Feyre. I don't ship this. I feel like they would both get annoyed at each other because Christina is from Kandor and her mouth runs so fast, and then Feyre is kind of going through her own grieving process. I mean, they can help each other through the grieving process, but I feel like Triss and Feyre would do better with each other than Christina and Feyre. They're opposites, but they both go through the grieving process. So I'm just gonna rip this because like they do have some common ground, but I don't actually ship it. Next, we have Clary from the Mortal Instruments series. How did I almost forget the name of that series? And then we have Thorn, Captain Thorn from the Lunar Chronicles. Ooh, that's actually really hard. I ship him with Cress so much, but we've already paired Cress with Newt, so for now, we're just gonna leave that. I actually think that they do well with each other. I mean, I feel like Clary is a mixture between Scarlet and Cinder, in a way. You know, I feel like he does very well with Cinder. I'm not too sure. I don't remember how well he does with Scarlet. I think I can ship this at least as a friendship. I'm not too sure as a relationship yet. I need more time to think about that, but yeah, I'd probably ship this. Here we go again. Next, I have Captain America from the Avengers, and I have Isabel Lightwood from the Mortal Instruments. I ship this. I ship this a lot. I mean, I know that Captain America is, kind of old and stuff, being frozen for a while, but I feel like him and Izzy would actually do very well at fighting crime with each other. I feel like Izzy is a lot more of a complex character than his love interest so far. I mean, I absolutely love Peggy Carter. I'm still trying to figure out where I stand with Agent 13, but like, Izzy is Faye Goals, so I would ship these two. Let's see who we have next. I have Peter Parker, who is Spider-Man, and I have Squirrel Girl from the Unbeatable Squirrel Girl. I actually ship this. This is so weird, but I actually think that this could work, I mean, like, he appears as a cameo every once in a while in the Squirrel Girl comics. But I'm gonna be real, I ship this a whole lot more than any of Spider-Man's love interests. I mean, I'm still trying to figure out whether I stand with Gwen Stacy or whether I stand with Mary Jane. Like, I have absolutely no clue, guys, but I would really love to see him with Squirrel Girl, guys. And I would love to see Squirrel Girl in the MCU. Make it happen. I have Triss from the Divergent series, and I have 4 from the Divergent series. I will go down with this. Fortress is everything to me. This was so coincidental, guys. Guys, I've picked out 2 different ships so far. Let's hope I don't pick out another one because I want to keep this interesting. But I'm really happy about that. Next, I have Miss Marvel, and I have Darrow. Oh my gosh. So Miss Marvel is from the Miss Marvel comics. So when I say Miss Marvel, I mean Kamala Khan, who has her own comics, not Captain Marvel. And Darrow is from the Red Rising trilogy. I mean, I think that they can fight crime well together. Oh, this is really hard to think of. I don't know if I ship them, to be honest. Also, I'm not too sure if I like the way that Darrow actually looks at girls. And so, being that Kamala Khan is 14, and she kind of chooses loyal people and loves loyal people and looks at the good in them and criticizes the bad in them, like she's not afraid to do that. I think I'm gonna rip this one, actually. I can't ship them too. Like, I love them too as characters, just can't ship them too. What's next? Oh my gosh, this is the best ship in the whole wide world. Guys, I have Aiko from the Lunar Chronicles, and I have Vision from the Avengers. If you do not know who they are both artificial intelligences, and they would go perfect with each other, guys. This ship is amazing, guys. You know, forget what I said earlier. Make fan fiction about this. This is, like, worth it. I will seriously go down with that ship. Anyway, that was a bit too much excitement. Let's see who I'm gonna ship next. I have Prince Kai from the Lunar Chronicles, and I have Scarlet Witch from the Avengers. Oh, I mean, Scarlet Witch is actually with Vision, and Kai is with Cinder. I don't know if that would work, really, but, like, if we're talking about comic book Scarlet Witch, I feel like you would see her more like Queen Lavanna. If we're talking movie Scarlet Witch, however, I could ship that. But if they decide to go the No More Mutants plotline and, you know, go like no more cyborgs, that could actually lead to destruction. This is so hard, especially when you've got to separate them too, but I didn't make it specific. I'm actually gonna rip this one. I'm sorry, I don't think I can do that to Kai. That's if the comic book plotline was to happen. If the movie plotline happened, there's a possibility, but I feel like I'm leaning more towards the rip on this one. I have Captain Marvel, and I have Maeve from Throne of Glass. I don't even need to explain that. Next, I have Simon from the Mortal Instruments series, and I have a lead from the Throne of Glass series. Now, guys, I feel like, you know, it's great to balance out Simon's awkwardness with Izzy's, you know, badassery, but I actually think that this is really cute, and I feel like Simon would just be so respectable and help her so much, and so that is why I'm gonna ship this, because they're actually really cute, and they have a lot more in common than we think. Next, I have Mustang from the Red Rising trilogy, and I have Jem Carstairs from the Infernal Devices. I don't ship this. I'm sorry. Mustang is just like a bit too badass. Jem, like, he is, you know, kind of badass, but he's just a sweetheart, and I don't think I want to put him through that. Like, Mustang's great, but I just don't see them together. I'm sorry. Next, I have Doctor Strange and Scarlet from the Lunar Chronicles. I'd ship this. I know that Doctor Strange is with Hellcat in the comics. Personally, I haven't read about Hellcat, but I think that she's badass, just like Scarlet. Scarlet is, like, so badass. I feel like these two would have more chemistry than Doctor Strange and, you know, the nurse that he was in a kind of relationship with in the movie. So yeah, I actually ship this a lot. Guys, we're getting down to the final 2 pairings. I think I've only got 4 more names in here. I have K.O. Westfall from the Throne of Glass series, and I have Severo from the Red Rising trilogy. I'd ship this. I'd ship it real good. I feel like they would just be so great as friends, actually, and I love them too so much, so I ship them a lot. I've come to the final 2, which are Wolf from the Lunar Chronicles and Jason from the Lunar Chronicles. I wish I could ship this, but I'm gonna be real, I really do not like Jason. I feel like the only time I ever love Jason is when he's with Winter. He has a soft heart towards Winter. Everybody else he's just kind of a jerk to. Wolf is just so beautiful, like, on the inside, and I love him so much. I'm sorry, I can't ship that. That's gonna be it for this video today, book lovers, and you can follow me on my social medias. I'm at GSwizzleBooks on Twitter and Instagram, and I'm also at Goodreads. That's www.goodreads.com/GSwizzle. I love you, book lovers, and I will see you later. Peace.